I was very excited about that. John doesn't have to and didn't have to do that. And he went out of his way to make it part of the show, and we did it. So made me happy. And then we've even tagged together later that night on the darker part of the show.
I work with Vince Russo, so I mean, sometimes the idea of a bro off between the two of you is like something
I've heard that. I've heard the Vince Russo bro offs and Riddle and Vince possibly. I've heard it as well.
Fantastic, man. My first question, I mean, everybody wants to know what was it like sharing screen space with John Cena, man? And what was he like backstage?
John Cena's pretty cool. We originally, when we first met, we didn't see eye to eye. He didn't really understand what a bro was, but now he gets it. We're bros, as Randy would say, because after John did that little promo with me on the mic where we broed off to each other, Randy hit me up and he goes, "I don't know if you know this, kid, but John Cena just gave you the rub." And I was like, "Yeah, I know what the rub is, Randy." Randy talks to me like I don't know what wrestling is sometimes, and I have to be like, "Randy, I mean, I've wrestled on the indies, I've been in WWE a couple of years. I kind of not at your level for sure, Randy, but at the same time, I kind of know what I'm doing. I know what the rub is. I know what Cena did right there. But cool, I got it. But yeah." I was very excited about that. John doesn't have to and didn't have to do that. And he went out of his way to make it part of the show, and we did it. So made me happy. And then we've even tagged together later that night on the darker part of the show, where it was off camera. So it was a lot of fun, and yeah, it was good.
Fantastic,
still there?
Man. Yeah, I'm still here. So cool, man. So obviously you have this relaxed kind of vibe. Another person, I mean, without going into specifics, who has a similar vibe is RVD. And that is a tag team I don't think we ever got to see, but you got to spend some time with him. Do you think that kind of tag team would have worked?
I think that tag team could have worked, definitely. Me and Rob Van Dam were two stallions. We're what is it? This feather and the bird, you're the same flock. So you know what I'm saying? There's that saying, but we're basically the same dude. We're the same bird feather. You know what I'm saying? Me and Rob Van Dam, we def. So a team makes sense, but I've noticed with my teams, my success usually relies on how different we are. Like my first tag team in WWE with Pete Dunne, the Broserweights. Pete's way different than me, And then even with Randy right now, which we're having great success with, once he gets back here. But we've been having great success, but we're on camera, we are complete opposite people, because he's very serious. He lights people on fire, I ride a scooter and kick my flip flops off. We're two different people on camera, but off camera in the locker room, we really we meet, we connect, we're cool, we get it, and yeah, it's just I feel like even though Rob Van Dam's the man, and I'd love to be part of any team with him, I think for success, teams like me and Pete and me and Randy, for some reason, work better. I feel like so many teams are two people that are very alike. Well, when you get a team where the two people are opposites, even though they're working together, it's refreshing for the audience,
Absolutely. I completely agree. You were a welterweight when you did MMA. Perhaps the most famous welterweight of all time, Conor McGregor, the idea of him coming to WWE has often been brought up. Do you think he'd be the right fit for WWE?
He's very small, but and he fought welterweight once. Sorry about that. He's very small, but he's Conor McGregor. The guy puts butts in seats. The guy has a mouth on him. I don't know if he would pass the PG WWE code, but I guess he could do his best. I don't know. at the end of the day, it's just like Jake Paul or any of them. They all like, I don't know how they're doing it, but they get people talking. They're controversial. They make money with fights and drama. Conor does great at that. You know, Jake does great at that. Honestly, in the realm, in the world I'm in, I try to do the best I can with it, you know? And yeah, I think he'd be a good fit for WWE if he's willing to do the work and work hard and put his time in. Yes, yes. Just like Ronda was good, just like I'm good. But if you think you're gonna come in and just like collect a payday, which would probably happen, it'd be more like, you know, like a Kane situation or another situation where a guy comes in, even if he did have the skill or could go, but only comes in for like a show or two. You know what I'm saying? But I think it'd be great for business. You know, Connor's good. You know, he's marketable and everything else. And yeah, you know. But do I see it happening? It's WWE, right? Anything can happen. So,
Riddle, my final question. You were successful in NXT. You came to Raw. Like you're killing it right now. There's one more guy who there's been a lot of talk about recently, and that's Adam Cole. Do you see him being as successful on Raw as he is in NXT right now?
Adam Cole is amazing at what he does. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world, in my personal opinion. He's very charismatic, has a good look, everything else. I don't know. The main roster is the main roster. You know, a lot of people dread going up there because they don't know what's going to happen to them or what have you, you know. And as they should be, you know, I would say even going from the indies is like a small pond, and then NXT is like a small ocean. And then when you get to the main roster, you are in the ocean with all the wild animals and the currents and everything else. It's just a different beast. And sometimes you get lost in the shuffle. You really do, because there's so many people, and it's not like nobody's talented. Everybody at this level is like somebody. They're here. So, but Adam Cole will be successful wherever he goes. He's too good not to be, and he cares too much, and he's too passionate. So if he goes to Raw, he'll be successful. If he goes to SmackDown, he'll be successful. If he stays at NXT, he'll be successful. If he does he can do whatever he wants. I'm a fan of Adam Cole. You know, he's really good. Like I said, he's good at what he does. Anytime we've worked, it's been pretty magical, and he gets it. But like I said before, you know, like when I first met Vince, thought I was a goof, and he didn't really get it. And I had to explain, like, I'm a goof, but like, he can kick ass, and I'm also a goof, you know. And Adam Cole's Adam Cole, but you know, not everybody is understood. But I think Adam, out of everybody, is one that we can count on. He's good. He'll do fine.